Bruno, Robert, thank you. So what we decided to do with this panel was something just a little different. And I want to thank Josie for the original idea and stimulus of this and for inviting me to moderate. I feel quite honored. What we want to talk about is, reinvention. The last couple of years has been a crisis for many people in many ways. But it's also the most amazing opportunity for reinvention and for transformation. So we're each going to, I'm going to ask each person to briefly introduce themselves, and then we're just going to talk about some of the things that we've learned, the reinvention, the transformation, and I think some ideas for people in the audience, wherever you are on your journey, even if you've never heard of Web3 before, how you can get involved, how you can transform your business, how can you accelerate faster. So just myself, very briefly, I've been in Asia about 20 years, and as mentioned earlier, have focused the last 6, 7, 8 years on digital transformation in big companies, and increasingly that is helping them understand what this metaverse is and using that to transform their business, but starting very much with the leadership mindset first. Josie, over to you.
Selamat sore semua, nama saya Josie. Saya dari Swedia. Good evening, everyone. My name is Josie. I'm from Sweden. Born and raised, been living a little bit all over the world. And I think based in Indonesia since around 20 years. I've been in public relations and creative strategies for entrepreneurs and businesses, enhancing them in their businesses and in their personal lives. And a couple of years ago, went into the Web3 space and learned about all these new amazing technologies on how to enhance people and businesses emotionally through the Web3 space.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Natasha, and I'm the part of marketing ICP team. We are top 40 crypto projects, but beside of this, I'm also crypto influencer. I'm an educator. For the last 2 years, I teach, mentor about crypto, about 3,000 people. 80% of them are women, Russian-speaking women around the world. And I think we all agree that this panel and the main goal of it is just to inspire, to share knowledge, and maybe to give a push for people to start to look into blockchain and Web3 as a part of the opportunities of our future. Thank you.
Selamat sore, nama saya Melissa. Saya tinggal di Canggu, saya berasal dari Colombia, and that's where it stops. My name is Melissa Ohm. Hello, everybody. It's very nice to be here. I am a communication strategist for blockchain projects and a project manager. I got into the Web3 space after launching my own token at a time when nobody was really thinking around how to do impact projects in the DeFi space. We created a project to make very significant donations to humanitarian aid projects about 2 years ago. That experience brought me into the space to try and figure out how to use the technology and this paradigm shift to advance collectively around impact-driven projects. Right now, I live in Indonesia. Very, very happy for your country to welcome me here. And I'm specifically interested now in advancing the blockchain conversations towards the Indonesian people, which is why I'm now throwing this to my friend Dia here, who's sitting. So proud to have you with us on the panel, Dia. And she's going to be telling, she's a special guest to our panel because she's representing the entrepreneurs in Indonesia who are really needing to come on board and understand better blockchain for all of us to advance. So, yeah.
Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sore, selamat malam semuanya. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dia Yusuf. I am as the founder of Indonesia Prima and also chairwoman of Womenpreneurs Indonesia Networks. And I mostly do is a business accelerator for the Indonesian entrepreneurs since 2005. That's why here I'm really curious how this technology, how the new technology, blockchain technology can support the Indonesian entrepreneurs to be more reliable and also profitable. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. So for the first question, I'm going to ask everybody to time travel back 2 years at the beginning of COVID and think about what have you done since then to reinvent yourself, to change your business, how you operate, and what has been your journey into the blockchain Web3 metaverse space. For myself, I literally landed on the last plane into Jakarta at 23:43 minutes before midnight, 17 minutes before midnight, before the visas were cancelled and lockdown started. And I arrived here, I wrote a book actually on turning crisis into transformation opportunities, and have been welcomed into the Web3 crypto community in Bali ever since. And I want to thank everybody for that. But Josie, going back 2 years, what has been your journey, especially from the Web3 perspective?
2 years ago, beginning of COVID, a little bit more than 2 years, I actually had time to reevaluate my own life and do strategies for myself. And I realized that my parents didn't teach me, my school didn't teach me how to actually invest, and that all the revenue streams that we had in our society today was not working anymore. And through blockchain, there's a lot of new revenue streams that you can do, especially through crypto. So I was deep diving into a new educational system. I have a daughter that's 9 years old. So my passion project has been to rewrite a vision of a school that would actually fit the society and the future that we are going to live in today. And I also had the time to now deep dive into crypto trading to do something for myself. As been in public relations and working with a lot of people and a lot of companies, there's a lot of energy given. And I think that also a part of my life needs to delete a little bit of humans, so I can give more to them when I have time and do something for myself. And even crypto trading is actually time management of yourself, going deep into your mindset, your soft skills, which I think a lot of people are lacking today. To have a strong mindset in business and know who you are, and go back to yourself, is one of the things that will make you thrive in anything in life. So I had time to do that.
Fantastic. And Natasha, was Crypto Mama already up and running pre-COVID? And how has it changed over the last couple of years? How's this evolved? And what has been the thing that's helped you have the biggest impact on the most people, do you think?
Thank you. So when COVID started, we were in United States, we were in New York. That was not the best place to be during COVID, obviously. And my husband was working a lot and traveling all over the United States. I was home alone. I had nothing to do. I couldn't leave my apartment. And in New York, apartments are small, not like in Bali. So I struggled. And the only thing I had back that time, it was crypto, because we were actively investing, participating in sales. It was crypto, it was booming, it was growing, etc. But at some point, I realized when I invest, I'm just in front of my computer, and I wanted a community. And so I decided maybe I can inspire other people to join crypto too. This is how Crypto Mama was born, and I started to do just my social media, Instagram. Like, I didn't know how to do it right, so I was just sharing a lot, and then it grew into a thing, and I started to educate, like started an online course. And then I mean, what I want to say that one thing is that if you're looking for something, like if you want to keep your mind busy, if you're looking for extra like financial opportunities from investment point of view, if you're looking for a community of cool people, like all these 3 points, look into crypto. Maybe you're gonna find it there. Like, I'm not saying 100%, but it's worth to learn about it a little bit, and maybe it will gonna fascinate you the same way it fascinated me my time. So yeah, I guess this is the story of Crypto Mama and me being in crypto. Thank you.
you'd like me to take my crisis to opportunity story. So I got into crypto one day walking on the beach, and some guy told me that he was investing in crypto. I was walking my dog. And a few weeks later, I thought, why don't I just ask this guy, give him some money, and see if he can just grow my investment? I'll just give you, $1,000, and can you just invest it for me? And the guy was very friendly, and he said, no, actually, I can teach you how to do crypto, but I'm not going to take your money and do it for you. And I was extremely unhappy about that answer because I had no interest whatsoever in learning about it. I just wanted to give the money and, give me something back. But he pushed me for it, and he gave me a lot of resources, and I started looking into it. And we had a lot of time during COVID, of course. So I started watching every single video. And it became very evident very quickly that it was so technical and confusing. The very first time, and I know the audience is not very super engaged right now, but have you ever seen a video about blockchain? Anybody on the audience has ever taken the chance to look at a video? Raise your hand. Yes, you've done. Okay. We have some blockchain people, but it's not the easiest thing. You look at that at the first time and you're like, wait, what? Let me play it 3 times. So the story actually is that he told me, he's like, okay, I'll tell you where to put the money. I'll tell you, you put 200 here, 200 here, 200 here. And then you don't touch it for 2 years. This is what he instructed me to do. So I did what he told me. I just put the money, 200 here, 200 here, 200 here. And then I didn't touch it. But like 3 or 4 months later, I looked into it, and my $1,000 had turned into $8,000. And I was like, what? Wait, what? How does this work? Then I was interested. I was like, how is it? And this is crypto, please. Like, it's not money. So it's not like it's still crypto until I cash it out. But it had grown so much in value that I was very surprised. And then I was like, I need to understand how this thing works because I don't have no clue. The guy just told me, put it there, put it there, put it there. I need to figure it out. And that was an opportunity for me to, like I think Laura earlier said, go into the rabbit hole of actually learning about crypto and trying to figure out how to get into the space. And when I got into the space, I realized that we were all in a moment of crisis. The entire world had stopped, and we were all trying to figure out what to do with our lives, with the economy. People were struggling with money. Yet there was a whole world online, on Telegram groups, on like the complete underground, people that I didn't know existed, that were actively creating wealth and opportunity and creating new ideas and projects. And this was the most inspiring thing I've ever seen, especially the fact that even though here our community of blockchain people is starting to get, it's getting savvier and larger by the second, but the people that I met in that space online were 20-year-old kids, 17-year-old kids, people who were actually changing, thinking differently about crisis. We were all like, oh my God, I've lost my job. Oh my God, I lost my client. And these kids were just like, money, it comes and goes. I can do it. Like, there was a wealth of opportunity in there. And to your point, Lawrence, of the whole panel about crisis and opportunity, it's just that really I saw a huge potential of opportunity. And then very quickly you move on from the money part, because the money part, the crypto is just one tiny little space of blockchain. For those who are listening to us, it's really, crypto is not crypto is part of blockchain, but it's just one very small part of it. Everything else, it's so much, there's so much more potential. So I just saw that in a time of crisis, and I was like, holy crap, I want to learn about this. And then the rest is history. Then then I'll move on. But I think that, and I don't know if you want to rephrase the question for Dia, you probably will.
Exactly. So Bidia, you're an amazing entrepreneur. You build communities, networks, you help people grow their business. Thank you for joining the panel, because you're the newest to Web3 and blockchain and all of that. What was your first impression when us crazy people started talking about this? And what's gone through your mind over the last couple of weeks as we've been preparing for this panel? And what would your advice be to us in more effectively communicating the potential and the opportunity that this offers to companies and businesses in Indonesia and individuals?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is actually new for me, but I think I should learn fast about this, because as you know, Indonesia potential, and I'm glad that you all is supporting us as Indonesian to strengthening global trade for stronger recovery, as we are now also as a presidential of a G20. So this is very important to bring Indonesian entrepreneurs to be more stronger. And I think that a blockchain, after I learned from you, yeah, because I don't want to like know too much, but because of you, I learned from you. Blockchain is about the integrity, right? About the transparency, about the trust. So I want to make sure that Indonesian entrepreneurs can be trusted to doing trade, to doing the offer our, you know, that our natural resources is so huge, but still people don't know about Indonesia. They just know about Bali. They think that Indonesia is in Bali, but they don't know, right? But Bali is part of Indonesia, so that's why this is should be uh, switch. Yeah, this is should be switched. So about the integrity, about the transparency, traceability, about the, especially for the business, about the supply chain. Yeah, because now Indonesia also playing a vital role in the world with the crisis of the agriculture, etc. But you see in Ubud, you can just put something seed and they can grow effectively, right? You don't need, because all that is organic. So I think global world should be more have known about the Indonesia. So I think blockchain, based on your information also, will help us. Yeah, will help us. Will help Indonesia to, like our theme here, strengthening global trade for stronger recovery from Indonesia. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you for that. And an open question, anybody on the panel can jump in and feel free to modify the question. We've been through the crisis. We're emerging into a world of many, many different opportunities. What are things that, what's your biggest takeaway from the last couple of years in terms of things you wish you hadn't done? Skills, mindset people should be adopting as we move forward. So for anybody out in the room here that's listening to us, what would be a piece of advice in terms of, you know, taking advantage of these opportunities in front of us now?
I'll jump into that just to say, I think the most valuable thing that I've learned throughout the entire crisis, let's say, is get out of your comfort zone. You really need to get out of your comfort zone. And I mean, when circumstances face you that you're forced to get out of your comfort zone, I guess it's easier to do. But it's really navigating a crisis or going through any type of trouble involves pushing your buttons and trying things that you've never tried before. And, you know, I commend people like Dia, who's here and knows nothing about blockchain and is like, okay, I'll get out of my comfort zone and I'll try to learn about it and see how I can help my community of, you know, her business accelerators with so many people that she supports. That's right there what we have to do. It's like, okay, I don't fully understand it, but let me just get into it and try something new. I think that I would just encourage definitely to get out of your comfort zone and to utilize your network and the people who are around you, because they are really your only assets. You know, it's the people that you have around you are the ones that are going to help you navigate the next step. So get out of your comfort zone and connect with those around you to move forward collectively instead of doing things on your own. That would be my contribution to your answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, as they say, to jump on what you were saying, your network is your net worth. So I think you have to know where you want to be in life, what you kind of want to do, and have a look around your life that you have today. Do the people that surround me reflect the future that I need? If they don't, then you're gonna have to reevaluate, make some changes in the people that you meet. You need mentors in your life for anything what you do, to have a strong mindset, to thrive in business, whatever you do, you need mentors. And I think that through this space and everything that's been going through, and what Gil Peterson said earlier, just connect with favors and ask them to connect you to any one of those panelists to educate yourself in the space. For the Indonesians, Republic Rupiah is amazing what they're doing, to go down and actually learn some, just a broad range of whatever is going on in the whole space, because there's so many new revenue streams and things that you can educate yourself about. And I think just start, just jump into it. Start somewhere. Wherever you start, it will lead you to new goals, new ways, new ideas. You just have to take that first step.
Can I add something? So after you get out from your comfort zone, and then after you start to learn, I just want to tell you some numbers that are really inspiring to me. So the amount of job in the blockchain industry growing every year plus 60% since 2016, if I'm not mistaken. And working in the blockchain industry, right? First, it's not like you need to be only developer to work in blockchain, right? Every crypto project needs some marketing. If you're good in marketing in Web 2, maybe you can be good in marketing in Web 3. So if you look at this point of view of the opportunities, they are great, because I think really the coolest people working in the blockchain, they never care what is your religion, what is the color of your skin, what is your native language. The most important is only how good are you and how much effort you're able to put for company and the community to succeed. If you are a Web 2 business and you're looking for a new opportunities, maybe the blockchain also can be a new step for you to grow and to multiply your business. I don't know, to do X2, X5, X10. And there's a lot of case studies, the businesses that did it. So yes, the numbers are expiring. It's worth to try to get into Web3 and learn about blockchain. Thank you.
Okay, I will add to complete it, Natasha also. As an entrepreneur, I believe we should have like three DNA. Number one is we should looking for or seeking the opportunity. Number two, we should know how to mitigate the risk. And number three is collaboration, as I always say this. And this is true that Melissa also said that we should out from our comfort zone. That's how we are seeking the opportunity. Then also, but you should start small, start now, and start right. So if you cannot start right, please don't start. So yeah, that's why I want to learn about this the blockchain from the good people, good resources, yeah, because we should start with the right things, yeah. So especially for Indonesia with so many opportunities, so many natural resource as Indonesia also, if you can see in the Forbes, we are as the number one beautiful country in the world, yeah, or among 50 countries. So this is, I also always say this, even to our Indonesian entrepreneurs, hey, get up. You sometimes they are just, because we are a rich country, so they just, okay, so I just doing small things, because they think that if I just doing small thing, enough for me to eat, enough for me to survive, to live. But I said, this is not enough. This is not enough. So I just motivate them to do more. As I now also have partners from Slovakia company for this blockchain thing that I'm still learn. But as I said, that there are many opportunities to grab in the future. Thank you.
Wow. Amazing comments from everybody. Thank you. Let me make a provocative statement, and then for all of you to react to it. Because I actually think Web3 offers all of us, everybody in this room, everybody in Indonesia, everybody throughout the world that has access to a device, the greatest wealth creation opportunities for equality, for opportunity, for entrepreneurship that we've ever had. because the barriers to entry no longer exist. As it was commented, if you have the talent, there are so many jobs out there. It's such a massive growth opportunity. And for you to even start your own business, to build a prototype, to run some experiments, to learn, I think this is the greatest opportunity from a diversity perspective, from a wealth creation perspective, and from an opportunity of just raising the quality of living in so many countries. And I just think the more we can do to help people to get started, to train, to coach, to mentor, to enable, I'm just incredibly excited by the opportunity. Any thoughts? I've got a few smiles here. So,
I mean, it's truly it's the true equalizer that we've all been waiting for. There is no more gender problems, there are no more borders. You don't have to have an amazing university degree with rich parents that can get you into the good schools that you needed. Like today, the only thing you need is access to the internet. You pay with your passion, your grit, and your time, which is an expensive currency, but something that everyone has. So there's no more excuses. And anyone with a skill today, whatever age they have, will get a job. There's so many new amazing job opportunities in this space that, the sky is the limit.
I think anything that we create technologically, anything that we manifest in the real world, it comes from a collective desire that we have energetically. We all desire more connectivity, and suddenly, we had more internet, and then Google became like the thing that we check every single day. But then we had all this centralization of power in very different industries, such as education and technology. And so now we all collectively desire more decentralization in our decision-making process, which is now why we have things like blockchain. We're always going to manifest technically what we are collectively desiring. And right now, I think these ideas and the ideas that fuel the blockchain, decentralization, immutability, security, and so many others that nourish the environment, is really sort of like a mirror of what we want to do personally, as humans, in how we interact with each other. So I think that ultimately the Web3, movement, or our new digital revolution, is going to affect every single area of life. I think that we're starting with money, because it seems like crypto is the easiest way to understand blockchain, because blockchain is all about transactions. And when we think of transactions, we think of bank and we think of money. But everything in our life is a transaction. When you make a phone call, that's a transaction. When you send a query and you get a response, blockchain is already it's already what we do. We're just redefining the way that we do it. So I think that Web3 is definitely here to stay. And for those who want to enter this space, as Natasha was saying earlier, and as everybody here has expressed, anything that you do in your real world life, in your job, can be transferable to the Web3 space. It's just technically it has to change a little bit. But ultimately, whatever you're doing in your business, whether it's communications, marketing, accounting, engineering, coding, whatever it is that you do, there's an opportunity for you to build the new way that we're going to interact with this technology in Web3. So the sky's the limit, really, and it just takes your own desire, getting out of the comfort zone, mobilizing your network, and the thing that we've been talking for you to enter the space. But the space is there, and it's welcoming everybody that wants to take part in the movement.
Dear, let me build on this question for you specifically, because I landed in Bali 2 years ago, got connected to the amazing blockchain Web3 community there. And I come from a traditional corporate banking background. I've been stunned by the quality of the people there, the community, and also here in Jakarta. So there's tremendous knowledge and energy and passion in this Web3 community throughout Indonesia. how can we more effectively partner with organizations like yours and work together with, small and medium enterprises in Indonesia to help them move more effectively into the Web3 world? What are some of the ideas that are, starting to occur to you about how we could collaborate and support each other?
Yeah, sure. Because as you know, also in Indonesia, we have a bonus demographic in 2030. So we have so many productive age in the 2030 is the peak, but I think it's it's already growing. So that's why the government also give many education for them about the entrepreneurship, about the bonus demographic will be have a benefit for Indonesia, not as a disaster. So it means that education and how to make them more capable, capabilities, capacity. We should have like a capacity building for them, yeah, to have knowledge in this area, in this blockchain and also Web3. And sure, this is need a collaboration also with you. So as you know, how the first step is, yeah, maybe tomorrow you can look around here. So many SMEs from 34 provinces in Indonesia to join this event in TEI. And you can start to communicate with them in the what's called it in the clear way how you can assist them, yeah, to be more efficient, to be more effective with this blockchain. Otherwise, also I also in the Indonesia Council for Small Business that we have so many SMEs because Indonesian SME is around 62 million. So 62 million SME in Indonesia. So I think we should have like a structure how to can help them, and also we can meet with the governor, with the region, etc. And also we just meet also with the trade of ministry before. Then we already inform about us, yeah. So they actually looking for when we can meet them again for this collaboration. Thank you.
I just want to say really quickly, that's 62 million business opportunities and potential just in Indonesia alone to start embracing something on blockchain. I mean, if you really want to get into this space, 62 million businesses already ready to embrace whatever it is that we want to bring them from Web3. So,
Well, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. So let me thank everybody on the panel for some amazing conversation ideas. And I assume we have to step forward and take a nice photograph. Thank you, everyone.